Good morning, good morning, good morning, and greetings from the WIB West. This boring coastline is anything but boring this morning because I had high entertainment on our way over here, as I did not look for a set and I decided to walk around in front of one sandy lane with, of course, our co-star. And needless to say, as you would have seen from her picture, she got soaked. I had to delay our start so that she would cool down a little bit. I'm only kidding, she was actually in good form. She just laughed, but she shook for a little while, and she, as you can see, she started to smile again, so she's all ready to go. It has been one entertaining morning, I have to tell you the truth. It has been very fun. I have to say, you know, when you forget about timing the sets, and then you walk in front of a wall with no sand, well, you get the backwash, so it was definitely entertaining. And we have got blessed from early this morning, so hopefully we'll be able to give you a little bit of that a little while as well too. So good morning to each and every one of you all. Beautiful, beautiful Paynes Bay area this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of a surge coming up. It is a high tide, or generally in the high tide time now. So this morning the beaches will be very, very small. It's because of slight surge and also because of the high tide. But a lot of sand has been shifting to the south from where the beaches are. So you will see that as we're making our way along here, and we talk a little bit more too. Good morning, Malcolm. Good morning, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗲. Malcolm, good morning to you, my brother. Good morning to everyone else as well. Just single them out because surfing's in the air. So the surfers are who we're drawing attention to at this time. Good morning to all of those who have come to Barbados to participate in our big international competition that starts on Monday. Hopefully you will have an amazing time here. Hopefully you will also go back home with pleasant memories of this beautiful, beautiful island. Absolutely stunning this morning on the west coast. As I said, limited beaches though. We like to say our serenity here now, so those who like to join us, serenity prayer. Remember, this is a prayer for peace and direction and guidance. For me, it's for calmness as well. I say this prayer regularly. I say that every morning, but it's because I say it all the time. It's the first prayer I start with in the morning, is serenity prayer. And I'd also we like to start our vlogs as well with that. So please join me if you would like. If not, we'll be back to you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. So we are just west of Waterside, Barbados, which is the building just in front of us here. Aren't those bougainvilleas absolutely stunning with the light coming off in them this morning? Rich and vibrant colors, just beautiful, beautiful view. Absolutely stunning. Now this place was up for sale, but I understand the billionaire, he spent some of his money. I think somehow he's been convinced by Stephanie to come over and spend a little bit of money. So you will see the for sale sign that was here for a very long time has gone. What you will also see is no beach really going around into the actual Paynes Bay area. We're going to be going to Paynes Bay Beach, and that's a little bit tricky to get around the point as well, but we'll show you. The only reason we're not actually starting over there is the signal dips tremendously in front of Waterside, and therefore we've started from this location. We're going to be making our way northward, talking a little bit about what we're going to be encountering. Kathy Gabrielle, thank you so much for laughing at our co-star. Good morning to the soaking wet 𝗍𝗍𝗔𝗍𝗍, you said. I thought that was humorous. I almost gonna contain myself in our silent 360 because I was gonna laugh at her and draw her attention to your comment. But I know you meant it laughing at her, 'cause I saw a lot of smileys on it. And I'm sure that just wasn't the morning gesture, you were laughing at her. So Kathy Gabrielle is the first person to laugh at you this morning. Do you have anything to tell her?
She gets a strike.
She gets a strike if she's laughing?
Yeah.
Well, take it from me, she's laughing, so give her a strike. Don't even look back for the comment. Just give her a strike.
Margaret got a strike too.
Who's Margaret? Margaret got a strike as well?
Yeah.
Well, and what did she get a strike for this morning?
Saying the South is better.
Oh yeah, well no, she shouldn't get a strike. I like to revoke that strike. I got to save the veto for myself though, because let me tell you, I need that more than ever nowadays. Alright, we're just in front right now of, well, the house is in this area as well, house and tamarind. This is the house section of it. Some of you may have stayed here. As you will notice, they do have the boundary here protected by some 𝗂𝗏 bush. The root structure necessarily helps hold a lot of sand in place as well. Although it is a beautiful bush, I will tell you, do not eat the berries. We have actual video vlog up on YouTube of our co-star with her introduction to 𝗂𝗏berries. So if you all want to doubt me, you can always have a look and see her response to it. Some people say I gave her half green 𝗂𝗏s. That is not true. I gave her a whole bunch of 𝗂𝗏s and she picked them. I told her which ones to pick, which she picked, of course. And so in other words, I gave her nothing. She got them for herself. So you will understand that anything that you will see on that video is because of her, not because of me. Oh, she sent it to you again. Look. Good morning, 𝗀𝗂𝗶𝗀𝗁𝗏 Jeanette with a big laughter. So what are you going to do with her? You definitely can give her a strike, right? So Kathy, this is the response you're getting from her this morning.
Big check.
Yeah. whether that smiley was supposedly intentional, that was supposed to be a kind smiley, we're still giving you a strike this morning. Directly in front of us, cannot remember the new name. Was 𝗣𝗏's restaurant. A lot of you will remember that. I cannot remember the name. If you remember the name, please put it down for us to see. Because right now, I am not even going to try and tax my memory with it. Beautiful, as I said before. I got some thought to give you all, so I guess we could start here now. Yesterday, we were at Q in the community, as you remember. And Simon that sells the wine told me the only reason Nicole is not, sorry, that Simon Thompson is not in Barbados is because she has on a tracker anklet. And that Simon was escaping to Barbados continuously and running away when she was not supposed to be away. And her boss said he is sick and tired of that. So he's put a tracker bracelet on it with GPS signals. So she cannot come to Barbados. And this is why you all have not seen her recently. Do not let her tell you that she's busy and that we're working on a new project and about how she has to dedicate herself to her job, because that is all lies. If you look at her ankle when she comes down here, you will see it is on. They may take it off for the trip down here, but I can assure you that Simon has on a tracker bracelet. So that is our first thing to be talking about. We have some other stuff to talk about in a little while. No, I do not pick on Simon. I am just greeting Simon in the morning. She picks on herself, but you'll see she'll also pick on me as well, which I think is very unjust and unfair. So all this front section here has been modernized quite a bit. A lot of new steps and a little decking thing out here. Very, very nice as well. We're not going inside because we're full of sand this morning because our co-star brought me through a swell. But we want to show you what this decking and stuff looks like. Really nice restaurant. No, you all remember 𝗣𝗏's here in the past. Really was an amazing, amazing place. The challenges here is on the seafront. At the moment, this is a healthy looking beach compared to how it was the last time it was down here in this section. Last time it was here, the sea was right up underneath these chairs at high tide. So you can appreciate the sand has been driven from the northern side of this beaches down with the big west swells that we've been having and the continuous kind of tides and currents and stuff that are associated with this time of the year. So you will see here completely different to how it was the last time we walked this section. Coming up, this is called the Tamarind. It was 𝗃𝗏𝗄𝗏. I remember when this was not here. This was here a mahogany forest. I remember driving down a gap down to the beach here in those days. What I'm about to tell you all now, the dates would have to be wrong because I was not born in 1969 when they claim this was built. But I do remember driving on the mahogany pathway of here prior to them building it. At that time it was called 𝗃𝗏𝗄𝗏. And then in 2014 they had some renovations to down here. And then they returned and brought in a new name called Tamarind. The Tamarind. I was always saying, well, why you call it the Tamarind and not just keep Tamarind Cove, but I guess they had their reasons for it. There's also been really under a lot of pressure recently down here. This is one of the elegant resorts. There were a lot of pressure down here because of the beachfront area. You remember when we started our vlogs just over 2 years ago, and during the last 2 years we were looking at a water sports shop that was here that was just sticking up on one little column on the side. That has been removed. That was a little shuttle home here that we still have their water sports facility in it. That is gone because of the erosion. As you will see, they have planted those 𝗂𝗏 bush here as well, and that is to deter people from going into this area. This is a restricted area. So unlike having to pick up the bougainvillea that can stick you extremely hard, they put the 𝗂𝗏 bush because everyone stays away from 𝗂𝗏 bush, as you would know, except for the 1 or 2 people on here that are going to tell me I shouldn't be bad talking 𝗂𝗏s. I am not bad talking 𝗂𝗏s. I just said it tastes terrible. I didn't say anything else about them that was bad. And I did say they're bush as well, because they're certainly not trees. There's some people trying to say they are trees on here and trying over and over and over and even can't block it, but they're not trees. They're actually bush. 𝗷̀cie grape police will agree with me behind closed doors. But then when she comes on here, she tries to tell me they're trees as well. Listen, she doesn't eat them. She's just pretending. She's just being in negative opposition to me. She told me they taste terrible. So 𝗞cie grape police, if you're on board this morning, we have spilt the beans. I have documented proof on that there in my fireproof safe. If I need to bring it out to show everyone, I will do so. But for now, they will just take my word, because they all know I do not tell lies. Beautiful, beautiful area. I am sort of like, actually, I'll talk a little bit more, because we talked about Tamarind just now. But so I could talk a little bit more about last night. We only carried one vlogcast last night because they had some country rain, which drove everyone underneath the tents, which made it extremely difficult to move around, very difficult. We wouldn't be able to have a vlog at that time. If we were stationary on the dance floor where the 𝗷𝗍𝗄𝗏 crew were, the community crew were, well, we were probably being okay, but where we were, moving around in the crowds and stuff, could not move around at all. However, 𝗷̀cie grape police, Maurice, let's see who else. Who else was it? There were a whole bunch of people that talked a lot. Simone, Wendy, a whole set of nonsense about how I have an imaginary sky water force field, which I always carry me on my back. They told me I should have pulled that up and continued the vlog. Now let me bear a little mind to you all. This place is packed with people. Poor people would have got their eyes jucked out just because they wanted to see a Q in the community vlog. They do not consider the Q family. They do not consider anyone that was there. All they're interested in is they want to see. So forget people's eyes. Pull up my sky water force field, juck people in their eye, and they would have been smiling and happy. Imagine that. That is how these people are. They do not care about anyone but themselves. So for all of those names that I called and everyone else that may not be called in that listing, you all know how fair you all are, and I've made it public now to all the Q family so they will know who you are. But don't worry, when you come to Barbados, we will be taking you all to Q on Thursdays, and you all can have words with these folks who are happy to take care of you, and as you would have seen, they love me. Alright, so you will see this something that comes up with all the hotels now. If you want to go on the loungers and stuff like that there, you can do so, but 90 minutes limit. And remember, that's only after the 7:30. Prior to that, there's nothing on the beach here for you to go in. But if you go on it or under them, you have 90 minutes away from your chair, so you can go get some eat and drink and come back. However, if you exceed 90 minutes, they will take your stuff up and put it away in storage. That's become very, very common in cruise ships and also a lot of the resorts there in the island. You would have seen that in quite a few places. If you come and stay at this hotel here, you can actually ferry between this hotel and the other elegant resorts on the west coast, Crystal Cove and down northward. They have a shuttle that runs in the water, a water shuttle. I don't know if it's going to be running on days as well, as I imagine not. However, they do offer that facility as well. Beautiful, beautiful location. The last time we walked through here, hold on a second though, do you smell that bacon? Do you smell breakfast starting to warm up yet? You know smelling it? Yeah, there you go. Breakfast is on serve. So anyone that's staying here at Tamarind, come on down with some breakfast because we can smell it. So last time we were here, as I said, there was no sand here. You will remember we actually walked around across the decking. We had to go through hotel property because there was no beachfront property whatsoever. All of it in here was eroded, and a couple of areas in front of the actual main decking actually had land that had been slipped away, but they've done a lot of reinforcing and reconstructing of their actual deck section. You'll see the decking above the wooden decking. You also see all of these armored stones that have been dropped here as well. However, when the year changes and the sand moves, you will be getting water coming up here and splashing off of these armored rocks for sure. We take a little step up here because we know there's some nosy people on board that want to have a good look and see what this facility looks like. So we're going to start over here. You see some folks out there looking at us. So please, everybody put your hand in the air and wave at those people over there and say good morning to them. I'll wave, and they're waving back. No, they're not waving back. They're pointing at something else. And now here we go. Just beautiful. Now those who have walked with us many times in this area you will remember they used to have steps coming down there just on the inside of that yellow wall that used to come down to the beach. All big stones there now. As you will see, there is some sand. You will know that when the year starts to change a little bit, all the sand will be shifting as soon as the tides start moving the other direction. Good morning to our 𝗀𝗃𝗃 I'm going to call out our crew from tomorrow because they're consistently with us all the time. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 Switch Mary, the biggest lair in Barbados, Miss Care, of course our co-star and myself, and anyone else that joins us tomorrow. Remember, we are going to be at, where are we going to be at tomorrow?
I forgot. Some church.
Some church, okay. We're going to be at St. John's Church tomorrow. That's where Nicole has requested to go, full of history, a wealth of history. Most of it will probably be lies because she doesn't know the correct date. She just fabricates them. And as you will know, if you check my history book, it conflicts with everything that she will probably say. Anyhow, we're going to be walking with her tomorrow. Remember, if you would like to meet us, please be at St. John's Church at 5:30 a.m. That's right, 5:30 a.m. because the sun is rising at 6 at the moment. So we want to station ourselves and get ready for our vlog, I would say by around 5:45, so we can see some twilight and stuff. Nicole, I know it's making you feel nauseous now. You have to drive from home all up to St. John's Church. That is your choice, so blame yourself for it. Not my decision. You wanted to go there for sure. So anyone else is on the island, has a car, wants to come and walk with us, I don't know why, but anyway, if you would like to come and join us, please come and do so tomorrow morning. Remember, 5:30 a.m. for a 5:45 a.m. start. I don't mean to be continuously emphasizing a.m., but hold on, check the expression. You know we're going to have to get up at 3:15 now, so I guess 3:15 will work. And you can see how happy she is. Look at the big smile. Huh? Imagine 3:15 a.m. we're rolling out of bed. Amazing. But we don't already get up at that time. I have to go and flick a switch, because if I don't put any coffee at that time, well, the rest of the day is sort of like ruined. I get pressure from then on. You can do a little walk through here, walk along here, as you can see some folks up there still. We're going to wave at them and say if they see us this morning. Good morning! Yeah. Yeah, we're trying. All right, good morning. So we're trying our best to show you this beautiful property. These folks have actually waved finally. I guess they realized that I was not going to stop waving. It's like driving down the road with one of those bobbing head dogs in your dashboard. It continues to bob its head until you stop. It's like me, if I'm looking at you and I'm waving at you, I'm going to continue waving until you respond. That's how we operate. Beautiful morning here though, absolutely stunning. It's a pity there's a little bit of a surge because we were really hoping this morning to be extra calm. As you know, this is the time of year that we get these northerly kind of swells coming in, the surges also reflecting that. If you're in Barbados, remember that starting Monday is that huge 5,000 point surfing competition. We have some of the guys that are struggling to get back onto the international circuit. So everyone is striving to win this competition. A lot of the really big names are going to be here surfing. I'm not going to call any, I have not seen the names of them, but I can assure you that when you've got a 5,000 point competition, all the big names that are trying to get onto the international circuit or on the pro circuit will most definitely be competing. So expect some names that you probably only have heard of or have seen on TV. You can actually come and witness their performances and stuff, along with our local stars as well. So we're wishing all of our Barbadian surfers the best of luck. We know you're going to win it because I'm going to come down there and be one of the judges, and therefore we're going to win it for sure. Public entrance to the beach if you're interested. This is access. This is just between Tamarind and Treasure Beach. I'll show you Treasure Beach in a few minutes time. Alright, so if you want, we're going to have to time this really well. You can see what's happening here. We actually got a little bit of a damp session here, so we're going to be talking a little bit here till we see this set go by. Oh wow, did you see that big fish jump just now? Gee whizzards. Had a real big fish here jump just now. It's probably got her frightened to walk in the water because our co-star is not brave like me. Everybody knows that I am a brave individual. Also the most handsome and the most amazing person. Is this not correct? Am I not the most amazing person you've ever met in your life?
Yes, you are.
You had to touch the gimbal before you could say that? No, see, she does not have, she just touched an area that is actually isolated. So she cannot touch the line part. So that was actually coming from her heart. I am the most amazing person she ever met. Yes? Or you touching it again? Okay, well, ignore that. She did not touch it. She tried to touch it. I kept her away from it. Alright, we're going to run around this point here now. Got a swell coming in, but we're going to run around this point real quick. And we're going to see how fast we can get around here. I have to slow down and wait on her. I don't want to leave her behind because then she will definitely tell me that I sabotaged her trying to get her wet. Alright, we're over now to Treasure Beach Hotel. Another lovely hotel in the island for sure. Treasure Beach Hotel was built in 1977. They went through a renovation in 2017. So again, another facility that I used to drive through, a mahogany forest that was located down here, down to the beach. So when I have to say, before I was born, I used to drive down here because we've been talking about tamarind being done in 1969. So therefore, that would mean before I was born, I was actually coming down here, down Cat Road through mahogany forest. How are you going? Good morning. How are you? Okay, bless. Thank you. All right. Yeah, you good? Huh? If I married yet? Not yet. Not yet. You want to say good morning, world?
No. Good morning.
Too late. You can't run, man. No, I got you on live right now. You having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get married soon. No, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. You have a great day, all right?
Welcome to Barbados. Come to Barbados.
Absolutely. What's your name?
𝗵𝗍.
𝗵𝗍, and last name?
Griffith.
Everybody tag 𝗵𝗍. If you know her, let her know she's a star today on our show. You have a wonderful day, all right, 𝗵𝗍? Take care. Thanks a lot. So you see, as we've been now vlogging for over 2 years, you will notice that we are seeing more and more people that we have met during this time. So everybody's pretty familiar with our journey because we give out care cards wherever we go, and we try and involve everyone that's positive in the journey. As you would have noticed, if you are new to the EMC, I want to tell the other veterans, the old timers, the ones that have been here so long that I'm actually looking for an EMC retirement home for them. But for all the newcomers, you will notice that everyone has a similar mindset. Everyone just wants peace and happiness and love and joy, and that's what we do. We just do it together. We try and encourage more and more people to join us. Trying to encourage the world to become a better place. We're trying to set our own levels to make sure that we bless everyone with the gifts that are given to us, which would be friendliness and kindness and love and caring. Alright, so we're making our way down again. Beautiful beachfront section here. You will notice how much smaller this beach is, especially in the northern section. When we get down there, you're probably going to gasp at how small it has become. It is really, all the sand is drifted to this area. However, further up, because as you can see, here is not nearly as strong or as deep as it had been in the past. Before, the angle that you're seeing the beach right now, it's being raked, that's usually like pretty much flat, like the upper level, and that usually comes down to where they're actually seeing the marks here where they've actually done this morning, where they're raked. But however, as you see, it has a big angle on it because a lot of sand has moved. Most of the sand is just offshore. If you're going to see here, you'll notice very, very soft, especially around the drop-off area. So getting in out of here is going to be even tougher than it would be normally, not just because of the actual drop-off, but also because of the soft sand, making it difficult to make that first step up. So if you're on the west coast, we like to have a little rule of thumb, and that is just wait until a surge is coming in. Let the surge bring you up onto higher sand and then step up. A lot easier. But if you need to use 2s and 4s and get down on your hands and knees, do so please. Just play it safe. We've noticed that a couple of hotels in the whole town here, like 𝗵𝗿𝗄𝗏, etc., have a rope, a big nylon rope with knots in it that has been actually anchored into the beach, so that if you're one of their guests, you can actually hold on that rope and pull yourself out, which is a great thing. Now, of course, I do not use the rope because I am what you had to call an Olympian. Highly trained, highly skilled, highly athletic, incredible and impeccable physique, and as you all would have seen from the facial shot, the most handsome man, oh man, she's spoiling my shot, the most handsome man in the world. But as you can see, I have my young girl with me. I was telling some friends the other day that when you get to middle age, just before you get to middle age crisis, that's where I am right now because I'm 51. You're supposed to find a young girl to hang out with. So I found my young girl, and as you can see, young girl then, just a little bit younger than me, but young. A lot, yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, we're going to bleep her out. If anybody heard that just now, pretend you did not hear it. I will bleep that out before I put it up on YouTube, because she used a word I do not like to hear at all. But beautiful. A lot of y'all may know down here as well. Kim, if you're on this morning, I remember our stories on Pebbles, which I shall not relay. But you do know down here very well. So hopefully you're enjoying this. And as you will see, we have a cell tower just in the distance there that is giving us all this great signal. Hopefully you're enjoying some really good transmissions right now with a great clarity and resolution. Directly in front of us at the end of this beach here is one sandy lane. What you may not know about that, there's we actually haven't done a walkthrough, and we're looking to get permission. So Sister Riri, if you're on this morning, the EMC would like to do a walkthrough of one sandy lane, or anyone else that's on that's affiliated with that. We would really love to bring it to the public, but just to let you know, they have 14-foot ceilings in there, and they're apartments, they call them, not condos, but apartments they call them, range anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 square feet. There was a mention on the internet the other day of a Russian family that came down here They want to purchase one, but they actually were looking to purchase two because they want to knock down the separating wall so they could have a 20,000 square foot home. Can you imagine that? 10,000 square foot home, 10,000 square foot home. Price ranging approximately 21 million US dollars for one of their apartments in there. But you can hear their complement of staff stay on regardless of whether there are people in Barbados or whether there are no people there or not. They're there, and they boast about their service, stating that if you want guava juice on a morning, that they will squeeze guava juice at 1 a.m. for you. Freshly squeezed guava juice, if that's what makes you happy. Whatever you want, they will do for you. Also, it is full of biometrics in there as well, so you don't even need to walk out with a key because you're identified with the biometrics that they have located in there. So their security system, impeccable security system.
Billionaire gave us permission.
Oh, billionaire gave us permission. He left the key at the reception.
Yeah.
Billionaire, I'm not testing out today though. We can leave that as we are busy. We can leave that right now because I do not trust you. The other day you said you would not bring the guards for us up at, where was it? We were at 𝗵𝗃𝗏 Beach Hotel. And there was a guard that mistook us for, his name was Antonio, right? Antonio? Yeah. Right. Jeez, hold a minute. Let me let you all say this. Antonio, man, I remember your name, brother. And thank goodness that he mistook us for visitors, because when they asked him about if he had got a call from the billionaire, he said, billionaire? That billionaire so cheap he would have had to pay money for a call, and he wouldn't even pay 25 cents to get on a payphone to make that phone call. So billionaire, we know the truth now. We understand that you do not even take a data package. You rather pay as you use, because you do not use because you're so cheap. You run from Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi, but I guess you need to take those kind of measures in play if you want to save up the kind of money that you have over the time. So I know I'll put you down. When you come back to Barbados, so remember, I would like a cup of coffee, please. And I don't want to send you to the bar with my money to buy it. I would like you to take out some of that old money out of your mattress and buy me a cup of coffee. I would really enjoy that for sure. I remember years ago, and can't even remember your last name, and you know I'm talking about you though, 𝗵𝗃𝗏. I remember she was telling me, Nicholas, come on down the west coast, because at that time we used to only vlog in the south and the east side. I said, west coast? I don't want to go to a boring coast to take photos and things. But anyhow, she lured me down here. And since then we come down here whenever we really want to be bored and we want to sit back and do absolutely nothing. Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on. Simone Thompson is online this morning.
She's gone.
Notice she just was online. She said good morning.
And she had to go to a meeting.
She had to go to meet. She's on. See that? She gotta go to meeting every day. Here it lies. I gotta go to meeting. You know what the meeting is? I'm meeting with Alan Arthur White, the one-eye man. That's her meeting. I saw her breakfast yesterday morning. Yeah. Tell him what her breakfast was yesterday morning, please. Tell him.
Cornflakes and Baileys.
Cornflakes and Baileys. That's what Simone had for breakfast yesterday. Oh wow! I even told the other Simone who has the wine beverages yesterday, and she's trying to tell me that she wants to sell her some of their cream liqueur. So, you know, when Simone comes back to Barbados, Simone bring a shopping basket, girl. But remember, you can only carry so much back to wherever you're from. I don't want to say where you're from because I never know. Because you tell me you're working one place and then you hear you're in a completely different location, different hemisphere. So, who knows? But anyhow, actually, I know where you are now because your tracking bracelet will keep track of you. Senior boss does not want you to venture unless you're supposed to be anymore. Now, you will remember years ago they had a Blue Monkey down here. That was one of the most popular restaurants or beach bars on the west coast. A lot of people used to come from the cruise liners down here. You see rammed, absolutely packed with people at one time from the cruise liners. Don't see as much of it now. Morning, how are you going, my brother? You good? All right, man. Wonderful, man. Yeah. You want to say good morning to everybody?
Good morning.
Wonderful, man.
Morning.
Beautiful.
Nice day, beautiful beach, Paynes Bay. Do come around.
Right. You're from this area, right?
Yeah.
What's your name, my brother?
My name?
Yeah.
More or less.
More or less?
Yeah.
All right, I am the Bajan warrior, more or less.
Oh, yeah.
Good to meet you, my brother. Give me a piece of slack, all right?
Years.
Nice, man.
Beautiful beach.
All right, beautiful. Thanks again, huh? More or less. Have a great day, my brother.
I got to see you ladies. You guys
Man, you can call me a lady, that's all right. I'm so beautiful. People call me a lady all the time because I'm just so beautiful. You take care, my brother. All right, thanks, man. Good. So you see, he was just messed up my identity because I am so handsome and so amazingly beautiful. He said, ladies, have a good morning. I don't take offense to that because I actually am that stunning. Oh, Simone's back. Oh, thank goodness she's back. That's good to see. But now if you want to come down here, there is this place that you can come and sit down, gazebo. You can come and enjoy some fun down here. They have a bar and restaurant. They have all the facilities that you can see set up here. You can do some either kayaking or some whatever if you want, kayaking, paddleboarding, etc. You can get all the facilities here, lots of beach share rentals, etc. Quite nice. And billionaire, I didn't want to say it today, but your new condo that you set up here really looks really pretty. It's a little bit small, but I know you have like 7 or 8 of these dotted along the west coast, so I must say it looks pretty nice. I would like to reserve, what month can we not go by you? Alright, we'd like to reserve April, please. So you could please put us in for a compliment, not the word, complimentary April. Thank you very much. And if you're interested in doing some paddleboarding and stuff in this general area, I'll give you a quick look at this here. Take down the number, please. You can always put a pause on it later. You can get your paddleboards down here as well. I can't really think of a much more beautiful area to paddleboard than down here because it's boring. There are no currents. There are really no swells unless there's a north swell coming in. So if you want to paddleboard, it's like paddling on a lake. You could actually put a toothpick in a bathtub and watch the same kind of simulation. Nothing happens. You actually have to paddle. So you can't get blown off track here. You can't get currents that will take you out to sea. You don't have to do any struggling. All you got to do is come down here, put the board in the water, and you can actually just reverse your paddle. You don't even need the oar side. You can reverse your paddle and put the handle in the water and probably travel along here as fast as you would anywhere else because it is so boring and currentless. So we'll be off again. More down the beach again. Now, I don't know if we can talk anymore. Should we talk anymore? We haven't really talked much this morning. We think we can do a little more talking before we finish. We can go right down to one side and then maybe talk a little bit down there.
Sure, keep talking.
Alright, so you think I should exceed the 50% talk this morning? You don't think? She's not cooperating. I did pay her to cooperate this morning. You can see she's not. Good morning, how are you all? Alright, okay. Beautiful morning down here. We actually can take you for a little swim down here though because, you know why? Because we can. So that is why. Alright, they're right here front again. We go back to one Sandy Lane. Larry Warren is the architect of that there. Larry Warren is the proud owner of St. Nicholas Abbey. So you would see he has a lot of structures that he has designed on the west coast of the island. Nicholas Abbey, if you have not been there, I definitely recommend you go there. We're going to be doing a video there shortly. Now, I would say soon, but just like our co-star will tell you, the other day can mean like 2 years ago. Because whenever I tell her, well, the other day we were on the beach, she said, when was that? I said, well, we were talking back last year. So you know already, she doesn't understand the other day in Barbados means any day that happened in the past. So any day that happens in the future, which is the day we will be going to Nicholas Abbey, we will let you know all about that day when it's coming. You can see the erosion quite clearly here. In front of one sand, then there is no sand. We'll go out there in a second, but I need to take you all into the water to let you all see how a super fit Olympian gets in and out of the west coast. Remember, do not try these stunts that you're seeing here because I am highly skilled and highly trained and a decorated athlete. So we're going to take a little dip here. Are you going to come in and see and get wet for your family to see?
Again, no.
You're not coming to see?
Not now.
You don't want to do it for your family?
Not now.
So in other words, you're not doing it for your family?
I already did it.
Yeah, but you didn't see? You don't want to go in any water with me?
I don't have to see.
Okay. So y'all are seeing how unfair she is. She says y'all don't have to see her going in, you see. So y'all will understand. She's up there amplifying it because she doesn't want me to get down the water down here and tell you all anything when I'm down here that she cannot hear. Alright, so this is what we're dealing with today. Big drop off. Lots of stones in the drop off as well. So as I said before, it's very, very soft sand because all the sand is moving continuously with the swells of the current. So getting in and out of here is going to be a little bit challenging. For the average person, of course, it will not be